folks. Welcome. Today we're going to be discussing everything you can do with your basic park ticket at Walt Disney World during the holidays. Here we go. Hi, welcome to the continuing adventures of Two Gray Mice. I'm Meg.
And I'm Rob.
And we are Two Gray Mice. Yes, folks, it's just me again. And today I thought we'd just go through what you can get with your basic ticket experience at Walt Disney World when you're visiting during the holidays. So not Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, not Jollywood Nights, nothing above and beyond what the average person can get. They've got a park ticket and a hotel reservation. We're going to start by going through each park, letting you know what's there, and then a little bit at the resorts, a little bit at Disney Springs. And of course, we're going to start with the Magic Kingdom. I love the Magic Kingdom. It's one of my favorite parks. It's gorgeous in the holidays. All the wreaths with Mickey's heads in them, the fake snow they put up, the Christmas tree in the front, the way they light up the castle at night. They have a big Frozen holiday surprise where Elsa comes out and with projections lights up the castle so it looks like it's snowing with Olaf and the little guys, the snow geese, the little snow ball things. And it's fun. It's cool. I miss the old dream lights that were actually physical fake snow that they used to put on the castle. You can't have everything. Things changed. It's fun. It's a good nighttime show that happens as soon as night falls, so relatively early in the evening before fireworks and before it closes at 6 p.m. if there's a Mickey Very Merry Christmas Party. There is a party that night. Remember, it does close at 6, and the average ticket goer will not get fireworks that night. The week that Rob and I are going to be there, which is the first week of December, the 5 days that we can go into parks, 3 of them have parties that night. So for 3 nights, we cannot see fireworks, only 2 of them. The least amount of people in the park during the day are on party nights. So what we're planning on doing is doing a majority of our riding and exploring of Magic Kingdom on a party day during the day, and then coming back by park hopping probably after our Animal Kingdom day, because Animal Kingdom closes by 6. That's how we're going to end up dealing with it. You're going to have specialized foods. If you go to the Disney Parks blog, they have the foodie guides for Disney Springs, the resorts, and the parks all separate. The food looks great. I'm not going to sit here and go through what all the food is going to be. I find that me reading to you and basically something you could read yourself to be relatively boring. So we won't be doing that. We don't get as many ride overlays as they do in Disneyland, which, kind of bothers me, but what can you do about it? So the main one we get is the Jungle Cruise becomes Jingle Cruise. And basically they deck out the queue, and you have to look carefully because there's always Easter eggs, and they've decked out with Christmas lights and Christmas presents and stuff the entire ride. So all the animal character scenes through the entire ride. And then, of course, the skippers themselves are going to be telling you holiday-themed puns. As, for Niles and Niles and Niles, you're going to be hearing holiday-themed puns. It's fun. You have to get into it. It's always a long line. So if you do have lightning lanes, when you're picking yours, no, the Jungle Cruise will always have a long line, much more so than at any other time of the year, where it's usually a pretty easy get on to some extent, not a Jingle Cruise. It's a line. All the parks will have special photo ops going on. Well, first, all that have the Christmas trees in all of them. They have the holiday decor in all of them that you can get your pictures taken in front of. But then also the magic shots, if you have the Memory Maker, will all have more of a holiday theme to them, whatever the case may be. Your photographer can tell you, or they sometimes don't tell you, and you get a surprise when you look in your app. But they're fun. I always recommend getting the Memory Maker. Rob and I always get the Memory Maker, even though it's just us sometimes. It's just fun, and it gives us a way of looking back at the trip and going, that. So I always recommend the Memory Maker. But Magic Kingdom, as special as it is not my favorite park at the holidays because they save all the fun special stuff for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Unless you're there on sometime after the last party, which I think is the 22nd. So 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. Then you can see it snow on Main Street. Then you can see the Christmas parade. You can't see any of that at Walt Disney World on a normal park day before then. In Disneyland you can, but not at Walt Disney World. Epcot really doesn't start celebrating the holidays. Right now, Food and Wine is getting ready to wrap up. That'll close up. They'll take 2 weeks to swap over all the festival booths from Food and Wine into the holiday booths. So they won't start until the day after Thanksgiving, which is why Rob and I are going the first week of December because I wanted to get the Epcot Festival of the Holidays. I believe in another one when I talked about the Candlelight Processionals and I talked to you about all the different people that were going to be the narrators. I also mentioned the holiday storytellers, which is one of my favorite parts about the holidays. And there's one in almost every showcase. You have, Pierre Noel in France, Father Christmas in the UK. You'll have La Befana, the Christmas witch in Italy. You'll have a Hanukkah storyteller over by Morocco. So you get the different cultures and how they're dealing with it, and they deal with the holidays. So when you go into China, you're dealing with the Chinese New Year, you're not dealing with, the Christmas holidays, which it's the festival of the holidays, not just a Christian holiday. And I love the way they deal with it. The big event, of course, they have is the Candlelight Processionals, with all the celebrity narrators we've gone through 3 times a night, and they last about 50 minutes. This is the first year we're actually have dining reservations to get the priority seating. We're going to Beer Garden, which we're very excited for. And then that Monday we're going to be there. And then we're going to be able to see Ralph Macchio that evening. Because these, especially if it's a popular narrator, the lines, you could be online for hours if you really want to see them and you haven't gotten a dining reservation with priority seating. If you haven't done so yet, remember, day of, you can do walk up at the barbecue place in America. So head over to Regal Eagle Barbecue and you can get a quick service meal and your priority seating for that night's Candlelight Processional. The other fun stuff you can do at Epcot while you're there, in Communicore Plaza, last year they had a gingerbread Spaceship Earth. So it's a, Communicore Plaza, it's second holiday season. We'll see if they change it up this year. They're still going to have a gingerbread or not. But they'll have Joyful, which is amazing, like R&B vocalists doing celebration of the season songs. Your Voices of Liberty will be dressed as Dickens characters instead of their traditional blues and singing Christmas carols in the American Adventure when they aren't joining the Candlelight Processionals in the evening. You have the Holiday Cookie Stroll. You can get a snickerdoodle, whatever cookie. Each country has their own kind of cookie. You have to get 5. You mark them down in your passport, have them stamp it in your passport. And then you can go over into, now I'm trying to remember the name, Swirl Showcase, I believe, has your prize, which is usually a Dole Whip and a very fun cup, souvenir, plastic, something. But it's fun. And you can get 5 cookies, 5 any cookies. You only like the snickerdoodles? Then only get the snickerdoodles. Doesn't matter. It's like $10 or $12, you can buy a scavenger hunt, Olaf's Holiday Tradition Expedition, and you have to find Olaf in all 13 of the showcase pavilions. And when you're done, you can go back to the creation shop and get your prize. It's usually pretty cool. We haven't seen the prize yet this year. We'll find out what it's going to be. Living with the Land. I love Living with the Land normally. When they add Christmas decorations and Christmas lights to the entire ride, it's just something special. Even during the day, which is when I saw it last time, it's great. This time it's on our list to be at night. So we'll see if we are successful or not, if we're willing to deal with that line. But Living with the Land, you got to do it. It's probably the only time that it's more than a walk-on. Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios has that 1940s, 1950s vibe, which is what they lean into for Jollywood Nights. So if you go in costume, they're talking about 1940s, 1950s vibe. So you have the older tchotchke, tinsel, silver kind of decor. That is like so your looks more like, your wreaths are more like silver garland, big plastic things. That kind of old Hollywood, my growing up time period that you're going to get. It's really, really kind of nice. They light up the Tower of Terror, the hotel. It's like a 5 or 8-minute show, and it rotates, and it starts being projections as a Christmas present, as a package, and then it breaks open, and it's the Muppet piece, and then it's a gingerbread house, and then it's Toy Story, and then it's Frozen, and then it's Dickens and Mickey's Christmas Carol. And this entire time that the music's playing and you're watching this, it's snowing on Sunset Boulevard. It happens every night after dark and keeps just rotating until close, except on nights that there's Jollywood. That will still happen because Jollywood starts at 7. You can go in at 5:30. I believe the park closes at 6 or 6:30. So you'll probably still see the beginnings of it because it's playing all night long at Jollywood too. And it's fun. It's just fun. And then the rest of it is just really decked out. Oh, they add Christmas lights. You have the Christmas lights by Slinky Dog. They add more Christmas lights into Toy Story Land. Minnie's Hollywood and Vine. Mickey is there. Not Mickey. Minnie is there, all decked out for the holidays with all of her friends. And they go into a traditional holiday dinner. So it's more like oven roasted turkey, tenderloin, things, bread pudding, things you would have on your holiday table. It's just, there's something, and like there's Gertie, the huge dinosaur, is holding an ornament in her mouth, so it's dangling from her mouth, and she's wearing a Santa hat. There's huge ornaments all through Echo Lake. It's well done. It seems to have more of a Christmas vibe than any of the other parks. I don't know why. I mean, Magic Kingdom has one, but yet I don't know if it gets lost in all the complexity of Magic Kingdom itself. But Hollywood Studios, it just gives you that old, warm Christmas feeling. The park just becomes alive. It's wonderful, and it's really worth it. It's really worth going to see that. Animal Kingdom. Now, from if you've listened to our past ones, that this is one of our favorite parks. And they have there the Merry Menagerie. These are life-size puppets, polar bears, penguins, foxes, and they look like paper mache, but they aren't. They're all white, and they're wonderful. They really are truly wonderful. And you will end up talking to the puppet because the puppeteer just brings the whole thing to life. There's, traditional African decor in Africa. Pandora is not touched at all. Each land has a little something, in Asia, whatever, for the holidays. Most of the decor, though, is right around Discovery Island and the tree itself, which is where you're going to find most of the Merry Menagerie. Every night at dusk, Tree of Life will have the Life Awakening show for the holidays. So if you've never seen and you've seen the Tree of Life, you've got all the carved animals on it. Well, they put projections on it. So now it looks like a winter evening. It's snowing out. There's a full moon. And then the animals start coming alive and they run around and they go into the burrow of this one and they have a holiday dinner and they go over here and they do something else. It takes about 10 minutes and I think there's 2 different shows, but it just goes all night long and it's magical, because the whole tree itself kind of twinkles. It's a wonderful way of ending your day. And since the park does close early, take the 10 minutes to just watch it on your way out the door. It's just amazing. Mickey and Minnie will be at the Avengers Outpost wearing their holiday safari gear. They look like they're getting ready to go, head to the North Pole and find out what Santa's up to. It's more subtle at Animal Kingdom, where Hollywood Studios are more of the top. I think that's the best way of doing it. The other place you really have to do, especially if you have a day off or an evening off, hit Disney Springs. You have the Christmas tree stroll. It used to all be in one location. COVID, they spread them all out through the entire Disney Springs, and they've been doing that ever since. It's wonderful. So each tree, you get a map, and you get stickers, and you have to put the sticker where you found that themed tree. So where's your Star Wars themed tree? Where's your this themed tree? And you have to figure out what from the sticker what goes where, like that's Star Wars or whatever. And each tree is themed differently, obviously, from what I'm trying to say to you. It's just fun. It's a fun way of doing it. It's a fun way of seeing all of Disney Springs while you're trying to find it. So you have a Disney, a Pixar tree, a Star Wars tree, a villains tree. So it's kind of fun. It's just, and they're cool looking trees. They're very different. Some are just green trees. Some are like metallic looking. They look like those metallic trees. It's at the beginning of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So, you'll have one Hidden Mansion tree. And if you don't have tickets to see Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, but you want to see Snope every night in Town Center, which is back by the garages and that main area of shopping past the Lego store, it snows. It snows back there every night. And there'll be the roving pianist and singer. When we were down there last, they had roller skaters that did some great routines and dressed like snowflakes. They'll have bands at the pavilion closer to the front and the margarita place that usually are wonderful. Usually local bands, people you've never heard of, but they're great to sit and listen to. Jock Lindsay's will turn from the Halloween bar they were into the Christmas bar. They always have festive bites, drinks. It's just it's a fun bar to go to anyway. Toy Soldier Stilt Walkers. This year they're going to have a holiday drum line come by and brass bands playing at the same time. So it's a party. It's a party. It's a party at Disney Springs. And you can go there anytime, get your shopping done. It's just fun. And it's something I'm really looking forward to. Today is actually 30 days for us. So in 30 days, I'll be in Walt Disney World and we're very, very excited. And next week, like I said, I think earlier, we're going to go through Mickey's Very Merry Christmas, but we're also going to kind of finalize our plans for how we are going to attack Jollywood Nights. They'll have special food at Disney Springs as well. Joffrey's Coffee will have a whole bunch of special coffee. I like Joffrey's better than Starbucks. I never, ever, ever go to Starbucks when we're down in Disney World. I go to Joffrey's every time. And we go home with Joffrey's fresh ground coffee for Rob to drink here every time. It's just so worth it. While you're there, you can, of course, go shopping at the Christmas store. Got to hit the Lego store. Pick up all the souvenirs you want to get at World of Disney. What we also do on our day off is we go to all the resorts. There's gingerbread houses. Usually there's a huge one at the Grand Floridian where they actually sell gingerbread out of the back of it. And most of these resorts do sell gingerbread someplace close to the gingerbread creation. But because they're redoing the Grand Floridian's lobby and adding that bar, there will not be a gingerbread house there this year, which is really kind of sad. But you can find one at the Disney's Contemporary Resort, which is usually like a modern twist on a castle. The Boardwalk Inn, Beach Club Resort, which always has or usually has the carousel. It's a moving carousel made of gingerbread. It's amazing. Animal Kingdom Lodge usually have like a baby zebra or a baby giraffe. The Wilderness Lodge didn't have one last year, but they've had them in the past. But they usually have some sort of a display. But the Wilderness Lodge is worth going to for the decor and that Christmas tree. Same thing with Animal Kingdom Lodge. Both of them, when you walk in the door and you just see this amazing Christmas tree in front of you and then all the decor around the lobby, because both have those huge, expansive lobbies. Just amazing. We cannot wait to go back. So we'll end up hitting all of them, doing a little Poly trip this year to get a little bit of that Polynesian holiday going. Or, the boardwalk is supposedly that New Jersey vibe. We live close enough to the New Jersey vibe, and I grew up with the Jersey vibe that, okay, I'll probably drop by and see the trees there too. But definitely doing a monorail crawl so we can see all of them. But we're going to start at Wilderness, then take the boat to Contemporary, and then go to Grand Floridian, and then end at Poly. So we can go to the new bar at the Polynesian Tower. So you got to figure out what you want to do. And of course, it's worth staying at the resorts themselves because you get the early entry. The deluxe resorts have a lot extra evening hours. And there's still 20% off rooms all the way up to Christmas. The only time I think they're not really there is It's like a 3-day period for some reason in the middle of November, and it's not even Thanksgiving. 4-day tickets. If you get added 4-day tickets, you can get a $100 dining shopping card. There's a lot of deals out there still. And there's deals for rooms going all the way into January, February, and March and April. So obviously the parks are a little down and they're trying to fill those hotel rooms up. Who knows? You, of course, can see Santa while you're down there. Santa will be someplace in every park and at Disney Springs. Check your My Disney Experience app for specific times for all of this stuff because you never know. And that's really kind of the fast lowdown of the holidays at Walt Disney World. Short and quick. Next week, come on back. We're going to go through Jollywood Nights. We're going to figure out how we're going to attack it. I'm hoping maybe to have at least an idea of what my outfit's going to be, but I doubt it. And then we'll also cover a little bit of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I hope you come back then. See you soon, guys. Have a great week. Thank you for listening to The Adventures of Two Gray Mice. We would love it if you could please leave us a rating or review wherever you listen to this podcast. For all your vacation needs at Disney, Universal, or cruise lines, please reach out to Meg at megandthemouse.com. Have a great week.